So, like I said, I had to figure out how to get to 24, and I couldn't do that. So I ended up just bumping it up to 36. But these go fast, the Hunger Games. So, um, okay. So in District 1, we have Monica, Lisa, and Dana. In District 2, we have Yvette, Cowboy, and Bunky. District 3, we have Allison, Nokomis, Jace. District 4, we have Diane, Kaser, Marcellus. District 5, we have Howie, James, Chick, and George. District 6, we have Danielle, Will, and Janelle. I switched Danielle and George because I was like, we need the 3 figureheads of All-Stars in the same district. District 7, we have Erica, Mike, Boogie, Keisha. District 8, Nicole, Anthony, Bailey, Ian. District 9, Devon, Kevin, David. District 10, Danny, Tyler, Memphis. District 11, Christmas, Nicole, Enzo. District 12, Cody, Janelle from 22, and Kaser from 22.
We have carbon copies of the people, like the same people, twice.
Yeah, because I needed... who were we going to put there? Josh and Casey?
Anthony.
Anthony. So, quick, no information. Who's your winner pick? Before I like to do that.
I like Nokomis to win.
Nicole?
I'm trying to think because I could do the really obvious thing and pick like the white man, or I could do who I want. Maybe Danielle Reyes. I feel like she's crafty.
Yeah. I don't know why. Nicole, Anthony, and David are both speaking to me. I think I'm gonna go Nicole, Anthony, but obviously that's not my heart pick. My heart pick is Danielle.
Well, didn't
Diane.
you pick both of them for your Big Brother 22 draft?
I picked Kevin and Janelle.
Oh, who picked? Someone in our group picked.
Caitlin picked Keisha and Nicole Anthony.
Poor thing.
Oh, I picked Nicole Anthony and David for Big Brother 21.
Oh my gosh, you knew not to do it again.
Yep. So, anyways, let's proceed. Okay, the bloodbath. The tributes stand on their platform. The horns now. Christmas snatches a bottle of alcohol and rag. Boogie runs away from the cornucopia. Chicken George runs away. Cowboy snatches a bottle of alcohol and a rag. Monica runs. Memphis runs. Diane runs. Smart cookie. Howie grabs a backpack, not realizing it is empty.
Those 2 brain cells fighting already.
Back at it again.
Marcellus runs. Nicole A runs. Cody runs. Danielle stays at the cornucopia for resources. Oh no, I'm worried. Janelle version 4 is what I named her. Runs away from the cornucopia. Casey.
Oh,
why is he? Okay. Kevin stays at the cornucopia for resources.
Kevin Gamble.
Ian. Oh no. Ian steps on a landmine accidentally.
Yikes.
Oh, we have our first boot. Oh no.
Poor Ian.
Pour one out for Ian. Tyler runs. Bunky runs. David runs. Keisha, Nokomis, and Kaser 3 start fighting, but Nokomis runs away as Keisha kills Kaser 3. Okay, thank God we only have one Kaser left. And so that's not confusing. But I'm still really sad Kaser lost. But at least he has a second life. Like Dan did in Big Brother 14. Janelle runs from the cornucopia. Bailey sets off an explosive, killing Enzo. Devon runs from the cornucopia. Nicole Franzel runs. Yvette runs. Jace and Lisa fight for a bag. Jace gives up and retreats.
Go, Lisa.
Yes, Queen. Erica runs from the cornucopia. Dr. Will, Kaser, and Allison work together to get as many supplies as they can. Danny runs. James and Dana fight for a bag. James gives up. So,
dang, James a little weak.
Yeah, it was a little harm. Probably he got a little harm.
Yeah.
Day 1, Lisa picks flowers. Smart Queen, staying out of the drama. Dr. Will attacks Buggy, but he manages to escape. Janelle begs for Danny to. Janelle begs for Danny to kill her. She refuses, keeping Janelle alive. Oh, that's a nice change of pace, Danny.
But why was Janelle begging for Danny to kill her? Was she just like, I can't be in this cruel world anymore?
Probably. Danielle thinks about home. That's true to character.
On par.
Yeah. Allison sprains her ankle while running away from Nicole.
I would run away from Nicole too.
Jace. Wow. Twitter troll. Jace chases Kaser. Janelle, V4, steals from Cowboy while he isn't looking. Keisha receives clean water from a sponsor. Howie diverts David's attention and runs away. Memphis, Diane, and Devon hunt for other tributes. Diane and Devon together. What a team. Tyler injures himself. True to form.
Then he has to go home.
Yeah. Erica sees smoke rising in the distance but doesn't investigate. Boogie and Monica work together. Yvette camouflages herself. Bailey searches for firewood. Nokomis attacks Cody, but he manages to escape. Dana and James hunt for other tributes. Christmas strangles Marcellus with a rope. I'm surprised she didn't hit him with a car.
Jingle bells.
Jingle bells. No, never that. Marcellus.
Marcellus got ran over by a reindeer.
No, stop it. Do you think he got Boo in the cornucopia, his gnome? Chicken George explores the arena. Nicole, oh, well, there goes my winner pick. Nicole Anthony falls into a pit and dies. Kevin searches for firewood. Okay, 5 cannon shots. Ian, Kaser version 3, Enzo, Marcellus, and Nicole Anthony. Okay, next up we have Keisha shoots an arrow into Howie's head.
Doesn't do anything though. He's actually still fine. There's nothing.
Keisha's
up
like,
there.
fuck this man. He keeps objectifying me. Bailey thinks about home. Janelle 4 cooks her food before putting her fire out. Boogie thinks about home. Memphis and Diane huddle for warmth. Oh no, Diane, you could do so much better. David looks at the night sky. Bunky is awoken by nightmares. Cody strangles Yvette after engaging in a fist fight. Nokomis, Chicken George, and Dana sleep in shifts. Allison begs Tyler to kill her. He refuses. Cowboy starts a fire. Janelle
kills Danielle with a hatchet.
No, I'm not okay.
Not
Someone
best.
check on me. Jace thinks about winning. He'll probably be out soon. Dr. Will and Christmas run into each other and decide to truce for the night.
Both
Kevin
equally good players.
Wow. I'm offended. Kevin stays awake all night. Nicole and Erica hold hands. Nicole, Franzel, and Erica hold hands. That's cute. Monica sets up camp for the night. James destroys Lisa's supplies while she is asleep. Devon is unable to start a fire and sleeps without warmth. Casey receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Danielle loses sight of where she is. Danny does. And honestly, same. Where are we? Lisa fishes. Erica chases Allison. That's true to form. Devon discovers a cave. Dana tries to sleep through the entire day. Janelle 4 is pricked by thorns while picking berries. Does she die?
Mm-mm.
Who knows? We'll see. Kevin overhears Kaser and Nicole talking in the distance. Jace constructs a shack. Does he have Tony energy right now? Bailey searches for firewood. Nokomis chases Tyler. Boogie begs for Monica to kill him. She refuses, keeping Boogie like, what is with these people?
Yeah, I used to just hate being in. I would hate being in the Hunger Games too. I feel like not enough people are dying though.
Yeah, we need to. These people need to start playing more aggressively. It's like BB-22 all over again.
Of course, my winner pick is like one of the 3 people that's dead.
And mine too, right? Who did Jacob pick? Nokomis?
Nokomis.
Okay. I should have gone with David. Or is David did too?
No, he's around. Looking at the night sky. He's around.
Okay. Dr. Will, Danny, Janelle, Memphis, and Cody hunt for other tributes. Keisha makes a slingshot. Cowboy receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. If Cowboy wins, I'm rage quitting. Diane makes a wooden spear. Bunky discovers a cave. George picks flowers. James receives a hatchet. Christmas collects fruit. David searches for firework. There we go. He's my backup winner pick. 3 cannon shots heard in the distance. Howie, Danielle, and Yvette.
Danielle's been dead.
Yeah, no, it's from the same day.
Oh.
Okay. Cowboy kills Jace.
Ha!
I told you he was going home soon after he thought about winning. Lisa tries to treat her infection. Kaser dies trying to escape the arena. Oh, no.
No casers left.
Monica lets James into her shelter. Devon and Bailey talk about the tribute still alive. Queens.
Working together.
Yes. Nokomis forces Kevin to kill Allison or Danny. He kills Allison. Nokomis is playing ruthlessly.
Nokomis is a bad bitch. Oh my god.
Yeah. David fends Tyler, Dana, and Dr. Will away from his fire.
That doesn't sound good.
Christmas and Erica fight Bunky and Nicole. Bunky and Nicole survive. Oh no. 2 deaths right there. Memphis and Diane huddle for a warmth. I do not agree with the showmance.
They're all up on each other though.
Oh. Cody silently snaps Janelle 4's neck.
Yikes.
I hate this.
It's too real. Keisha thinks about home. Janelle, the other Janelle, receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Boogie lets Chicken George into his shelter. Oh, that's kind of him. Monica receives explosives. Janelle receives clean water. David thinks about home. Lisa receives fresh food. Danny, Dr. Will, Bunky, Boogie, and Diane hunt for tributes. Keisha injures herself. Cody tends to Memphis's wounds. Very big weather 22. Tyler makes a slingshot. George chases Kevin.
No, this is fake news.
Nokomis collects fruit from a tree. Dana hunts for tributes. Nicole decapitates Bailey with a sword. Ugh, I don't like that. James travels to higher ground. Cowboy hunts for tributes. Devon receives a hatchet. It's probably from Amon. 7 cannon shots. Jace, Kaser, Allison, Christmas, Erica, Janelle, and Bailey. Let's see who's left. Okay. Monica, Lisa, Dana, Cowboy, Bunky, Nokomis, Diane, Queen, James, Chicken George, Will, Janelle, Boogie, Keisha, Devon, Kevin, David, Danny, Tyler, Memphis, Franzel, and Cody. Franzel with the most kills.
3 kills.
3 kills.
Keisha and Cody have 2 each, and that's about it. Oh, and Bunky.
I mean, I know that Nicole Franzel's body count is high from the season, but
a couple of guys and a couple of tries.
Yeah.
Damn, Jacob. He went in. I thought he was a Nicole Franzel defender.
Oh, I am. The joke presented itself.
James, George, Memphis, Nicole, and Dana sleep in shifts. Janelle fends Kevin, Danny, and Cody away from the fire. David thinks about home. Keisha sings herself to sleep, which, same. Dr. Will and Nokomis huddle for warmth. That's a showmance we didn't expect.
Was not expecting that.
The chain game. Do you think they play it together? Devon, Lisa, Boogie, and Tyler tell each other ghost stories. I don't think I would want ghost stories on the Hunger Games. I'm already paranoid enough.
Yeah.
Are you a fan of ghost stories in general? In horror movies? And scare things?
Like, I like spooky season, but like try to get me to like a actual spooky walk, I won't do it.
Same. I need to go in a haunted house with friends. I can't do it.
I talk a big game.
Ugh. Monica convinces Diane to not kill her, only to kill her instead.
Wait, who's dead?
Diane. Finish the podcast without me. I'm leaving. I'm so upset. Bunky sets up camp for the night. Cowboy goes to sleep. Devon diverts Danny's attention and runs away. Cowboy practices archery. Watch. If Cowboy freaking wins,
that'll be hysterical.
I will defenestrate myself. Monica, Bunky, George, and Cody hunt for tributes. Janelle discovers a cave. Kevin, Nicole, I hate that they call him KC. That really bothers me. Kevin, Nicole, and Dr. Will unsuccessfully ambush Memphis, Lisa, and David, who killed him instead. Oh,
Nicole's dead.
And Dr. Will.
And Kevin.
Kevin, the 3 greatest players of all time.
Wow.
Boogie tries to sleep through the entire day. Tyler kills Nokomis with a hatchet. Jacob is shaking. Yep. Dana receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Keisha makes a wooden spear. James discovers a river.
Big day for James.
Yes. 5 cannon shots heard in the distance. Diane, Kevin, Nicole, Will, Nokomis. 5 legends. Especially Diane. Okay. Dana, James, Chicken George, and Devon tell each other ghost stories. Again with the ghost stories. David thinks about home. Danny sings herself to sleep. Bunky, Lisa, Janelle, and Tyler sleep in shifts. Cody, Monica, Memphis, Cowboy sleep in shifts. Boogie and Keisha tell stories about themselves to each other. Keisha, run away. How many are left? 4, 5, 6, 10, 14, 16. David runs away from Janelle. Keisha discovers a cave. Devon searches for firewood. Boogie searches for water. James receives medical supplies. Bunky and Monica threaten aside. It fails and they die.
Rip.
Oh, no.
What?
Big Brother 2 is only...
Wait. What happened?
Bunky and Monica threaten a double suicide. It fails and they die. How does it fail if they die? Yeah.
Maybe like I'm going to kill myself if you kill me, and then the other person goes to kill them, and then like let's say Monica and Bunky are like, we're going to kill ourselves. Monica shoots Bunky before Bunky shoots himself.
Okay.
And then Bunky shoots back. Well,
it's very unclear. Lisa practices her archery. Memphis makes a slingshot. Cowboy discovers a river. I swear if he wins. Tyler picks flowers. Cody accidentally detonates a landmine while trying to arm it. R.I.P. Cody. Danny, Chicken George, and Dana hunt for tributes. 3 cannon shots. Bunky, Cody, Monica. Boogie tends to Keisha's wounds. Memphis receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. James receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Lisa, Dana, and David discuss the game and what might happen in the morning. Tyler thinks about winning. Danny destroys Janelle's supplies while she is asleep.
Ah! I gotta take a picture of this.
Cowboy and Chicken George hold hands. Did you get the picture?
Yes.
Tweet it out.
Oh my god.
No context. Devon goes to sleep. I'm still dead. Memphis attempts to climb a tree, but falls to his death. Devon receives. Oh man, Memphis pulling that shit. His back probably started hurting and he fell.
Yeah.
Devon receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Cowboy camouflages himself in the bushes. Dana receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Lisa constructs a shack.
A shaft?
I slip of the tongue.
Okay, and Janelle does.
Janelle receives clean water from an unknown sponsor, but I was just going to say Lisa has Tony upside here. Keisha, James, Danny, Tyler, and David hunt for other tributes. Boogie and Chicken George work together for the day. 1 cannon shot heard in the distance. Let's see statuses. We have 1 person from Big Brother 3 left, 1 from Big Brother 4, 1 from Big Brother 5, and it's fucking Cowboy. Lisa with the 3 kills. Go off, Queen. 2 from season 6, 1 from season 1, 1 from season 2, 1 from season 10, Keisha with 2 kills, 1 from 17 and 18, 1 from 21, David with 3 kills, 1 from 8, 13, and 1 is Tyler from 20. Okay, so we have a good spread. And yeah, fallen tributes. Okay, proceed. Tyler sets up camp. Cowboy and David tell stories about themselves to each other. I'm sure that conversation is riveting. Dana sings to herself to sleep. Lisa, Boogie, Keisha, and Danny sleep in shifts. James, Janelle, and Chicken George cheerfully sing songs together. What do you think they're singing? What song?
Oh my, I'm
Billie
trying
Eilish?
to think.
Oh, please. They're all singing Bad Guy in 3-part harmony.
WAP?
From the top, make it drop. That's some. I'll figure out something to say that's Big Brother appropriate.
And Devon quietly hums. Do you think she's humming this song?
She's humming WAP.
They're probably humming "This Is Me" from Camp Rock. Or Too Cool.
It's easy.
The cornucopia is replenished with food, supplies, weapons, and memoirs from their tributes' families. James bashes Keisha's head in with a mace. That's violent. Jacob's face.
Wait, no. The next thing. Cowboy
No!
popped off.
Cowboy sets off an explosive, killing Danny, Devon, Lisa, and David. Wow. Fuck. If Cowboy wins, I will also defenestrate myself.
Wow.
Did I say that for Diane dying or Cowboy winning last time? Either way, case stands. Tyler decides not to go to the feast. Janelle severely injures Dana, but puts her out of her misery.
Go off, Queen.
George decides to not go to the feast, unlike George, but he's probably on slop. Boogie decides to not go to the feast. Okay, so who's left? Boogie, George, Janelle,
James.
Tyler, Cowboy, and James. So 1,
Come
2,
on,
3,
Janelle.
4, 5, 6. Of course, it's all white men and Janelle. Okay. Tyler picks flowers. Janelle questions her sanity. I think we all do at this point. James sprains his ankle while running away from Boogie. George dies from hypothermia.
Oh my
Should've gone
god.
to the feast. Cowboy discovers a cave.
He might win, Felipe.
7. I'm ready to cry. 7 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. If he has to be on Winners at War, I'm not okay with that. Keisha, Danny, Devon, Lisa, David, Dana, Chicken George. See everyone's status. We should lock in some winner picks from this 5. Cowboy, James, Janelle, Boogie, and Tyler. Jacob, you go first.
Well, Tyler's finishing second place, so it's got to be Cowboy winning it.
Oh, no. Nicole?
I'm going to put all my marbles in Janelle's basket.
My first gut said James, but I'm like, okay, I think Mike Boogie's gonna win this. He's in District 7. He won season 7. I'm gonna go Mike Boogie.
But
But
he
if
hasn't killed anybody. He has to kill at least one person to win.
No, he
do you know
doesn't.
that?
Pacifist wins.
Oh yeah, at the
Pacifist
end.
can
At the
win.
end. Unless they kill themselves.
Yeah.
True.
Okay. My first gut said James, but I'm gonna go with Mike Boogie. If James wins, and I didn't trust my gut, I'll be upset. But okay, proceed.
I'm so nervous.
Janelle and James talk about the tribute still alive. So Tyler begs for Cowboy to kill him. He refuses, keeping Tyler alive. Boogie
Yes, Boogie dies of dysentery.
Boogie dies of dysentery. Okay, James is my winner pick now. At Final Four, I get a new winner pick. James receives clean water. Janelle unknowingly eats toxic berries. She dies.
No! Ah!
Cowboy tries to sleep through the entire day, which, same. Tyler discovers a cave. 2 cannon shots, Boogie and Janelle. Our final 3, James Ryan, Tyler Crispin, and fucking Cowboy. Cowboy goes to sleep. James thinks about home. Tyler attempts to start a fire, but is unsuccessful. Cowboy discovers a cave. Tyler begs for James to keep him alive. He refuses keeping Tyler alive. These people.
Tyler has asked like 3 people to kill him.
It's very like his Big Brother 22 game. He asked Christmas to take him out. Okay. No cannon shots. Okay. Here we go. Tyler stays awake all night. Cowboy passes off from exhaustion. James dies of dysentery. Oh my god. All our hopes are on Tyler.
Does Tyler win by default?
No!
Oh my god! Cowboy sets off an explosive.
Fuck. I hate this.
Tyler is dead, and the winner of the Brazilian Dragons Hunger Games Big Brother All Stars.
This is not canon. This is not canon. Oh, he was from This Is True. It was rigged for him.
This is because he held hands with George. He gave him all the good mojo.
So I think my Nokomis winner pick was half right.
Yeah, literally half right. Genetically
Drew won
half
this
right.
season. I'm changing this. If we have winners at war, Cowboy is not invited. I'm inviting Drew Daniel instead.
And Tyler comes in second. What an amazing season, everyone.
Ugh, I hate this. So our only winners are Benny the Skeleton from Halloween Town and Cowboy fucking Ellis. Cowboy with 6 kills.
My man popped off.
And Mike Boogie with no kills. Good night. And Ian in last place.
Ian was the winner of this season because he knew this was a mess. He stayed home.
Yeah.
Who was surprised didn't go farther?
Diane did pretty bad.
I thought Cody. Wow, you're really gonna say that to me after Cowboy fucking won?
No, I felt like Diane should have done better.
I think Cody should have done better. Honestly, I'm surprised he only got 14th. Lisa Rob Queen.
Will surprisingly low.
I mean,
Dan could never.
Dan would have been. Dan lost to Ian, so Dan would have been out before Ian. Yvette Rob Queen. Okay. Fucking Cowboy. I'm so upset. Someone talk for a second, because should we restart the simulation and just find another winner?
No.
Yeah. Well, what district did the best? That's what I was about to ask.
Oh,
District
I
2.
have it saved. I can find it.
Who was in District 2 again?
Cowboy. Do I have to go through the whole freaking thing?
It's okay. I can't believe Cowboy won. That's so crazy. He didn't even get on the season.
Yep.
That's like just a motif for, not a motif, what's the word? A metaphor for how Big Brother All-Stars in general has gone as a concept.
Right? Like,
first, no Lisa. Then
Diane goes early.
Yeah, and then Cody Calafiore wins.
I mean, Danielle Reyes should have won this season. That's the tea. That
Textbook
Danielle was
robbery.
wrong.
Yeah, she did like she was in the bottom third, which is unbelievable.
She was in that was repulsive on many levels, and I was offended. Jacob, who did you expect to go farther? You didn't say.
Yeah, I think Dr. Will should have gone farther. You know, if his social game's really that good, he probably could have convinced someone not to kill him.
Wow, someone's a little troll today. First with the Nicole Franzel attacks, and then
we always find a reason.
The jokes are just there.
Yeah, Nicole, do you have any questions about Big Brother 22 that you want answered while we're here? Since I know that was part of the tease.
So, are there like any funny jokes that I missed?
Do you know the old school meme? Like Tyler, like Chicken George didn't go on slop for 60 days for Tyler to call Old school boring. Or
I
Trevor.
saw that. Oh, didn't Keisha call him Trevor?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay,
Um,
I guess it's funny.
Yeah, what else? Cody didn't know Keisha's name, but he knew what facetious was. District placements 2, 10, 5, 6, 7, 1, 9, 12, 3, 11, 4, 8. And yeah, again, I'm still upset that they call Kevin Casey on this thing. Like, put some justice on Kevin's name. Any other things besides jokes? The Christmas every holiday thing that was prevalent last time she was on. Do you know that Christmas in Memphis there was a speculation of a showmance that they
I'm gonna
like
throw
kissed
up.
under the covers?
I would be lonely in those 90 days in the Big Brother house, but never that lonely.
Never that, unless Dr. Will was there.
Of course. I would have to I'd have to talk with Larry first. Just be like, hey, our showmance is fine. He's my He's my bucket pass. What's that thing called?
All pass.
Hall pass. Bucket pass.
There was an episode of minor spoilers for This Is Us. There was an episode of This Is Us where some lady, Kevin thought she was the one, but really she was her hall pass. He was her hall pass. And so he got like this expensive date with John Legend showed up, sang a song, and then her husband called. Yeah, Tyler, do you have any tea that you want to inform Nicole on?
Tyler? Did he call
Sorry,
me
Jacob.
Tyler?
Jacob.
Wow. No,
It's the blue eyes.
You did not miss. You did not miss a ton. I think that. Yeah, the only good moment was when Cody cut Nicole.
No, when Devon won the veto.
No.
Wow, hater.
I probably
Imagine the
shouldn't-
world
yeah.
where Devon. You don't like Devon.
No, not really.
Why?
I don't think she's that good of a player, and I think that she like actively drags down David this season.
Well, someone's getting canceled. No,
How does that get me
am I
canceled?
saying that Devon's the best player ever? No, but I feel like she's great TV, and anytime they can bring her back, I am here for it. I think Devon listened too much to the fans. Truthfully, she should have just done what I feel like she would have. She was better in 18 than she was this season.
Yeah, she's too worried about trying to make people on Twitter happy instead of actually play the game.
Maybe. That needs to sit with me for a second. I need to take that. But anyways, Nicole, you went on Renap this weekend.
So
Plug it away.
So I was on Robin Akiva Need a Podcast, episode 106. You can see if I helped Robin Akiva come up with a viral challenge. There's a lot of fun little history lessons along the way. I teach them about TikTok. I show them some of the most viral trends right now, and then we pick a viral trend of our own.
Yes. And where can people find you otherwise?
Twitter.com/Behind the Secret, Instagram Behind the Secret, TikTok, of course. And take a look out for any sort of viral challenge that I might be spreading this week.
Fun. Jakob, people can listen to Ing and there where?
On all major podcast platforms, I think. And they can write in avatar@posharecaps.com, or they can tweet at me at JKRedman. Next week, we're having Audrey on the podcast for episode
Audrey?
14. Audrey Sizemore.
I love that.
I'm cutting this out. You how'd she get in there?
She messaged me like early on, and then like I saw that she was doing a Legend of Korra thing, and I was like, "Oh, do you want to come on?"
Wow, I got bumped for Audrey.
We haven't had a woman on yet, and I feel like we need some gender diversity.
At least it's not Audrey Middleton. Okay, I'm gonna cut all this out. Yeah. She's canceled. Wait, but am I still allowed to come on later?
Yeah, of course.
Yay! I'm so excited.
See, I wish I would have. What's it called? This is like my one in, and it's a show I don't watch. So
yeah, Jacob. Before I'm gonna edit this part out. Are you gonna do finales in like if in one part? I know like for other things you've done like part one and part two, but I feel like the finales might be different.
I feel like we will probably do part one and part two as separate episodes. Zach wants to do them as the same, but I'm not sure.
I might change the answer of what episode I want to do instead of the one before. I want to do the finale of season 1, part 1, if that's okay with y'all. But
yeah,
we'll see.
I need to talk to Zach about that. There's a
No,
chance
of course.
that Josh Wigler is coming on for both of those.
Ooh, okay. Then if that's the case, can I do the waterbending master?
That's the one right before.
Yeah.
I'll ask
Yeah.
them. We don't really plan out that far in advance.
That's like next year at this point. Okay. And action. Yeah. So, and then this week, Jacob is going to speak about the Blue Spirit. Is that the one with Audrey or no?
No, that's next week.
Okay. I
But
don't
stay
like that
tuned.
episode. I'm sorry. I don't like the fortune teller.
Oh, I like it. I like the cloud telling or whatever part of it.
I don't like it. It's like too much like ink crushing on Katara, and that girl, doesn't she call like Katara a floozy
Something like that. Yeah.
at the end? Yeah. Like, how dare you? Like, it's too much. Like, I don't know. I don't care about the relationships, like the shipping on that show. But especially Aang and Katara, I'm more of a Katuko, if that's what their ship name is. Anyways, yeah. So Blue Spirit, which was on all the time as a child, I remember that. I feel like I always remember that one and the one where they have the firework display before he learns firebending a little bit. So those always like blend together for whatever reason. Anyways, you can like and subscribe this podcast wherever you get your podcast. Give us 5 stars, ratings, and reviews on Apple Podcasts, Brazilian Dragon. You can follow my main at Tweets by Fleep, and follow all our socials at Brazil Dragon Pod on the Twitter, on the Insta, on the TikTok. Nicole got us on there. And yeah, that's about it for the Legion of Doom. We will have the Pepper Ann podcast, which was rescheduled because yesterday we had some celebrating to do. So we decided to postpone the recording of that. And now I'm sad because I was getting sentimental last night thinking about the end of an era because like I know we text all the time, but like this is my excuse to hang out with you people weekly. And like I kind of understand finally when Rob's like, "Oh, Stephen Fishback never talks to me when it's not Survivor season." I'm like, "Well, I don't know when I'm going to talk to you." I like I said last time, y'all are busy, so but whenever you want to come back or start a new project, I'm always down. I'm always around. So yeah, and now I'm gonna go cry like all the water signs. And but yeah, so I don't have anything else to say, but this was fun. Thank you for coming on this journey with me. And thank you for standing Diane with me.
Always.
And yeah, check y'all out on Twitter. And I guess I don't know how to end the show, but bye. I guess.
Bye,
Bye.
guys.